Tiger Woods is generally considered the greatest golfer, not only of a generation but of all time. Why is this? And how does he stack up against the greats of the past like Jack Nicklaus? Does he deserve this title and recognition? In this video, I'll assess everything and decide whether he's the best golfer of all time or not. For me, the decision about who is the greatest golfer comes down to three really important elements. 1. Golfing skill. 2. Consistency and performance. 3. Longevity. As an additional measure, we shouldn't forget a golfer's influence and their profile outside of the game. So let's look at each of these three elements in more detail to help us decide if Tiger Woods is actually the greatest golfer of all time. First up, golfing skill. Tiger Woods began playing golf as soon as he could walk. He turned professional in 1996 at the age of 20. Prior to turning pro, he'd already won 3 successive US Amateur Championships between 94 and 96. When he turned pro in 1996, he went on to win 3 PGA Tour events in his first 10 starts. Then he went on to shake the world. He became the youngest ever major winner when he won the 1997 US Masters by a record margin of 12 shots from the nearest competitor. Now that's some skill. Number 2. Consistency of performance and longevity. Not only did Woods start his professional career with a bang, he went on to dominate the golf game over the next 20 years. Woods has 82 PGA events, matching the record set by legendary golfer Sam Snead, along with 41 European Tour events. These victories highlight what a phenomenal talent he has. He was also the leading money winner on the PGA Tour 10 times between 1997 and 2013. Tiger's won 15 of golf's major tournaments, 3 away from the record set by Jack Nicklaus. Some argue this means he's not the best golfer of all time. However, there is an argument that when Jack dominated the golf world in the 60s and 70s, the competition was much less, and the field was not as talented as the golfers Woods were playing against in his era. What do you think about this? Comment below. In total, Woods spent 683 weeks as the number 1 golfer in the world. Impressively, between 1999 and 2004, he spent 261 straight weeks as the world's number 1 golfer. During this time, he won 31 events on tour, 7 major tournaments including the Tiger Slam, holding all 4 major golf titles at the same time between 2000 and 2001. He joined Bobby Jones as the second golfer in history to have ever held all major trophies at the same time. Third on the list is influence on the game. It's easy to look at the money Tiger has earned in the game to see how he's influenced the sport. Between 2000 and 2023, Tiger Woods led the all-time money list in the PGA Golf. Up to the US PGA in 2022, Woods had earned over $120 million from prize money alone. This amount of prize money on offer highlights Woods' influence on the game. He brought a bigger audience, and the prize money of $120 million doesn't even consider sponsorship money, which will have exceeded this amount many times over. The popularity of Woods in the early 2000s and his commercial draw led to increasing amounts of sponsorship coming in from the biggest companies in the world. Some say that without Woods, the earning potential of the modern golfer would be significantly reduced. Therefore, his influence on the game has not only helped his own success, but put down the foundations of what's today's modern game. Tiger Woods was actually the first professional player to ever win over $20 million throughout playing golf. Today, this type of money can be earned in 1 month by the top live golfers, and this wouldn't have happened had it not been for Woods leading the way. He is the reason journeyman professionals on the PGA Tour get to play weekly for $1 million check. He's the reason that elite professionals are all multi-millionaires themselves. He helped make golf a legitimate career for talented young amateurs. Finally, let's look at Tiger Woods' profile outside of golf. In the 2000s, Woods provided a massive draw for golf fans. He was the best golfer of the world. Even for those who knew nothing about golf, they would have heard of the name Tiger Woods. That's how big Tiger was. He became a Michael Jordan, a Pele, or even a Cristiano Ronaldo. The celebrity of the player became bigger than the sport. He showed the commercial world that there was serious money to be made by backing golf and golfers. This was reflected in the sponsorship deals he was able to attract. Before Nike signed Tiger in 1996, annual sales from golf were approximately $25 million, mainly made up of accessories. In 2016, when they decided to end their golf department, they brought in over $700 million a year through golf. So in conclusion, it will be long discussed in clubhouses and bars across the country whether Tiger Woods is in fact the greatest golfer of all time. Traditional golf fans will claim that his past accomplishments and the likes of Nicklaus, Palmer and Jones were more impressive. Modern golf fans though recognise that Woods' accomplishments are amazing. For me, Woods is the greatest golfer of all time, better than anyone in the past. Yes, he might like to visit Hooters once in a while, and yes, he might not be the most faithful of husbands, but he's one hell of a golfer. And even in his recent accident, there could be more to come. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.